Okay, we're playing a donation league for Amy. She requested that we play some Eldrazi Taxes, which is a deck I really enjoy. I've not played this in a long time though. This list is a bit different. I've copied most of the details from some recent lists. I've added some Resto Angels though, because I really love this card. It works really well with Flickerwisp, with Blade Splicer, all these ETB abilities. And this also the archetype's playing a lot more lands now, which I really appreciate. Beforehand, it used to play like 20 lands a couple years ago, and it would just struggle to cast its spells, especially when if you board out Aether Vials and board in Stony Silences, it would become really awkward. So just having more lands you can cast your spells reliably is pretty great. Hey Charlotte, good to see you. Yeah, for sure, Radley. Just like use the Flickerwisp as a value play to flicker your Blade Splicers and such. Casting your spells is good, can confirm. I always wondered why these lists ran so few lands before. And I'm really happy that people have just started playing more. Do I value Burrington Forge Tender right now? Yeah, I think Burrington Forge Tender is a nice card. I'm actually going to keep this. It's got really good mana. We've got the Quarter plus Arbiter combo. And because these are all these lands have effects, it's not like we're that flooded. Because we just get to start like firing up Shambling Vents or like Stone Raining them or whatever. So I think I'm meant to keep this. It's obviously very land heavy, but all the lands do something. Which is nice. Cat Jesus, I know, right? Yeah, this deck does need another premium 1-drop, and then it would be pretty great. Oh no! My cat! I loved my cat. Assume they take this. Oh, that makes sense, Grave. I do like Forge Tenderer quite a bit. It's a card I've always felt is fairly underrated. I don't think you can main deck it right now, though. Alright, I wonder what they're on. With Watery Grave Inquisition, maybe Death Shadow? Could make sense. Alright, they're on Grixis Death Shadow because of the Street Wraith. So, I'm fairly certain they have a removal spell for this. So I almost just want to play Shambling Vent and say go. And then next turn I can play Arbiter, play Ghost Quarter. And it makes the timing really awkward for them on when they cast their removal spell. So I think I like this plan. We don't have all the time in the world because eventually they slam a Death Shadow or an Angler and start pressuring us. But I think this plays around like a Fatal Push fairly nicely. So we get to go Arbiter into Ghost Quarter and just have this like looming over them. Oh, yeah, Spellskite is nice with Flickerwisp Grave. That's true. I hadn't really thought of that one. No! Okay, this is the max punish. They get to take the Arbiter. I still think I like playing around the Fatal Push there, though. Alright. Do your worst. Yeah, I'm playing a big threat, which is something. Okay. I think I'm just casting this. They don't have any easy way to trigger a Revolt at the moment to take it out of play. Unless they draw another fetch land. So they can't currently Fatal Push it, they could Lightning Bolt it, but I think at this point I'm just going to play around them drawing any more removal and just run out my threats one by one as I draw them. Also, having the Displacer in play would have been really nice. If we draw like a Tidehollow Sculler, we'd get to play it and flicker it immediately. Oh, Displacer is absurd against Spell Queller. It's honestly kind of obscene. This isn't Dice 1. Alright. A bit far behind, but Thought-Knot Seer is perfect here. Just like a brick wall that they can't get through at the moment. Just get this down tapped, or set up Ghost Quarters for a top decked Arbiter. I think I'll just get this down. Oh, I could start stripping them off of red soon. Potentially. Yeah, I'm probably meant to set up Ghost Quarters. I think I agree, Jarvis. With them only having one basic left, I could start hitting their red sources. Okay, so they can make this a 5/5, so I can't block. So I just have to take this. That's fine. Goat Quarter. Isn't that Springjack pasture? Uh-huh. So. What am I doing here? I'm definitely playing a Ghost Quarter. I'm wondering if I attack with a Shambling Vent or not. To be fair, my opponent is also flooding. I did keep a land heavy in hand, so... So if I rip a Shambling Vent attack with both, they take 6, go to 5. This 2/2 becomes an 8/8. But we're up to 18. But then we set up for a removal spell to maybe be lethal next turn. Alternatively, we can just sit back, but it's not like we can block their creatures at all. I'm unsure. It's like, we don't have any way to deal with this Death Shadow at the moment. I feel like we can kind of race it. If they, like, miss on a draw step. Yeah, loses to Team and Battle Rage, but not much else. That's kind of how I feel. I guess it makes Fatal Push fairly rough too. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm not convinced it's correct, but something's telling me to attack. I like the jam emote getting proper usage. Alright, I just cast the Vial, I guess. And then... I don't think I achieved much by taking them off a red source yet, because it's only one, because they still have one red source remaining. So I don't think I need to use the Ghost Quarter quite yet. If they have Team of Battle Rage, we die. If they have like another Death Shadow, we're in an awkward position. We're kind of doing some stuff. Oh my god, Charlotte. Well, this is weird. It still has the numbers printed on it, but there's a 0/0. That's really odd. Allocation Javaniliers. Oh my god. Oh my god, Grave. Quality software, indeed, indeed. Modo is known for its quality. Well, that's terrifying. We really need a Displacer or a Path right about now. Strangler, does that do anything? They have 2 cards in Exile. I don't think it does enough. We don't get to kill a Death Shadow. We can kill a Snapcaster though. We can kill Snapcaster. Did they scry top? They scried something to the top. So I can kill Snapcaster. I can't attack with... Oh, so I can do it off these 2, and then I get to attack with the Shambling Vent. But they just block the Thought-Knot, so that's really bad. God, another Death Shadow is such a rough draw for us. It's kind of unreal. Alright, I'm gonna kill a red source to begin, because I want to shuffle away the card that's on top, ideally. They did not search. So I can kill both red sources. They can tutor up another. Yeah, I guess we just Ghost Courser again. I'm not entirely sure how we're winning this one, but taking them off red mana might do something, depending on what they kept on top. This is a matchup you really want Moran Crusader for. I ended up taking the Moran Crusaders out of the list. Because Death Shadow hasn't been super popular recently. It was way more popular when the list I originally looked at was seeing a lot of play. Alright, pass the turn here. Oh, I wonder if I was meant to Ghost Core to the Bloodstain Mire. If I Ghost Core to the Bloodstain Mire, they forces them to make their Death Shadows bigger. Or otherwise they can't threaten to do it in combat. That was probably the line, right? That was probably the line. I'm probably meant to Ghost Core to this instead of a red source. Because then they're either dead to a Shambling Vent, or we don't have to block both. It's not quite good enough. I can chump with a Shambling Vent, I guess. Then next turn I'm going to have a Flickerwisp on Vial. So depending on what I draw, I could maybe stand a chance. Definitely pretty far behind now against 2 of these. I could draw like a Path. Then Path plus Flickerwisp deals with the pair of shadows. Do they have another red source for a Battle Rager? And now we're tapped out, they can... Oh no, we still have a white up, but I guess they figure they just have to go for it to deny us draw steps. Rude. So, we are against Death Shadow. Rest in Peace is alright against them. Fatal Push answers Shadows, which is really important. I think Shadows way scarier than Angler. Can you imagine Vialing in Arbiter there? Oh my god, Ty. That would have been glorious. Kind of want Gideons. It's bad against Stubborn Denial, but they can't really keep in many Stubborn Denials against us. This card seems very tough for them to deal with. Are there any other cards I'm interested in? I think it's just these potentially. Bring in Rest in Peace. Yeah, Rest in Peace seems nice. Stranglers seem poor. I agree completely. Card seems very bad here. Don't know how many Fatal Pushes I want. Are there any creatures that seem bad? Tidehollow Sculler isn't the best. It's really bad against Colligan's Command. I could see trimming a couple of these. I think this is my least favorite one. Is Thalia good here? I think Thalia's decent here. They play like cantrips. She's pretty good against Snapcaster Mage too. Yeah, I think I like Thalia. I'm gonna trim on some Tidehollows and call that it. They're like pretty rough against K command. They aren't that disruptive because our opponent can kill them so easily. 8 4-drops is a lot, that's true. Yeah, you might be right, Charlotte. You might be right. I don't know which one I like the least though. I think they all do nice things. I guess Thought-Knot lines up, the body on Thought-Knot lines up poorly versus Angler. So if we get a game free, we could trim a Thought-Knot or two. That's a fair point, Charlotte. Alright. I think I'm going to keep this. We've got Thalia on 2. We need to draw a white source for Flickerwisp, but... I could see trimming some Arbiters on the draw or Grave. They are definitely worse on the draw. Like, Stone Raining when you're behind is a lot worse, for sure. Yeah, the mana in this deck is awkward, for sure. We have 23 lands instead of, like, the 20 that were played a few years ago, but... I don't love this. Flickerwisp's also just, like, don't do much here. In this hand. I'm gonna mull this, but I don't know if that's correct or not. Okay, this is way better. Jeez. A Vial on 1. A couple decent creatures, a path for their first threat. Very happy with this hand. This is fine. We've already got enough lands to function though. It's like stopping us taking some damage is nice, but... With the Vial in play, we don't need that much more mana at the moment. You mainly need things to Vial in. Yeah, the Mulligan worked out nicely. Oh no. Okay, they took the Arbiter over the Sculler. Rewarded. Okay, let's just fire off the Sculler, see what they've got going on over there. Thoughtseize Disdain. What? What is that hand? How is that a keep? Alright. Take the Thoughtseize, I guess. I am not too worried now. Yeah, if they brought in Stroke, we might take out Gideon's. That could make some sense. Bringing in Stroke seems kind of overkill to me, but we don't have that many targets for it. Ooh, they drew another Thoughtseize, they get to take our path here. Yeah, we can play Aware of Stroke for sure, force them to hold up mana. Which they're going to be able to do very easily. We've got a lot of lands in hand, but... I think I'm meant to attack. Because of the fetch lands, they can deal damage to themselves if they want. So, not attacking just gives them complete control over where they want their life total to be. Whereas at least attacking forces it in a direction. And, like, partially relinquishes control from them. Yeah, exactly, Ty. Not attacking doesn't stop anything. So we might as well attack. Right. No! Arg. Okay, okay. That was a really good draw from them. Really need to find an answer to that soon. They can currently make it a 6/6. Alright. Yes, this means I get to Ghost Score to them. Also force them to crack their fetch now, which is worth something. If they want to shop themselves, they have to do it right now. Yep. Which they did do. I think I'm going to Ghost Score to this red source. Just to, like, make their fetching awkward. Alright. So now if they draw a K command, they can't even cast it this turn. Yeah, for sure. ATX. It's pretty awkward if we draw Gideon now using up this, but otherwise I think it works out okay. Oh yeah, I've actually seen lists like that, Grave. They looked really sweet. There was actually a deck kind of like that in Standard at one point. Because Queller was in Standard with the processor stuff for a while. God damn. Drawn one spell all game. So what happens if I attack? They go to 3. Then they can put themselves to 2 and kill me. So I can't attack, that means. Okay. I'm really bad at drawing spells, indeed, Ty. Yeah, I don't think I can attack at all. They can deal 3 to themselves, put themselves to 4. So we're currently not dead next turn if we don't attack. So I guess I'm just passing the turn here. Is there a lands deck in Modern? I haven't seen anything like that. Probably the closest thing is like the green-white company decks that play Knights and Excavator. Alright, I'm not blocking. We die if they have Street Wraith. I guess we also die if they have Lightning Bolt, but I'm pretty far behind. I think I need to preserve my resources here. Yeah, Amulet does a lot of land stuff, that's true. Amulet is sweet. I love Amulet. One of the coolest decks in Modern, probably. They have an Angler here. Alright, Eldrazi Displacer. Interesting. Don't know that that's gonna be good enough. If we had a second activation, it would be good enough though. It is definitely something. Alright, say go. We really need them to not have much here. So I block with both and then I flicker the Sculler. I think is the plan. Or does Flicker Shadow? Flickering Sculler lets us give them a Thoughtseize in exchange for something else, which I think is good. I can team a Battle Rage the fish, though, to kill me, right? We just die to the fish. What? Wait, what? I don't understand. Why did they scoop? I'm so confused right now. Wow. Clearly they just, yeah, clearly. That is so weird to me. Alright. I think I'm taking out these Gideons because they have Disdainful Stroke in post board, and I'm going to bring in a couple pushes because I'm just terrified of Death Shadow. I think if we can keep the Death Shadows under control, we're like fairly decent against them. But that card is, yeah, free win. I will take the win. I'm not complaining. It just like shocked me. Okay, Arbiter is meaningfully worse on the draw, so maybe I want Scullers instead on the draw. Trim a couple Arbiters. Annoy them till they scoop again. Yep, that's the plan. I think I like this setup. Especially on the draw too, taking out Gideon makes sense just because won't necessarily have time to cast him as well. This is probably a mulligan. It has a Vial on one. If they Thoughtseize the Vial, we feel real sad. These hands though, I know, right? They aren't the best hands in the world. This hand is like honestly closer than it looks just because Vial is so strong. I think Blade Splicer is pretty good against them too because the 1/1 is a nice chump blocker. But I think we have to mulligan. This is way worse. I think I have to keep on 6 though, and scry towards a white source. At least we know we'll get to stick 1 Vial into play. Because they can only Thought-Seize one of them. I don't really want to go to 5 against the Thought-Seize Inquisition deck. If we hit a white source and get to go like Vial into Rip, that'll be really strong. I'm gonna keep, but could be wrong of me. That can go right to the bottom. This hand is one way to beat Thought-Seize. Oh, they're holding up Stubborn Denial for my Aether Vial. Jeez. That's so gross. Stubborn Vial. Oh my god. Oh my god, Charlotte. Alright. Plains. Would also accept Concealed Courtyard. Caves of Koilos. That was not what I asked for. Oh my god, Alesha. Oh. Alright, got the Vial ticking up, which is something. If we ever draw a white source, our hand is very strong against them. With your swords combined. Alright. Cannot currently cast an Angler. So we still have a turn to rip the white source for this rip. Okay, now they can cast an Angler. It's pretty bad news if they have one. That would be a yes. Alright. Rip looking awkward. That's not quite right on time. Yes, it's something. We can now path the Angler. We can even clear the way with Sculler first. Make sure that our path resolves. This turn 3 shadows are coming. 2 shadows are coming. Alright. Well, Flickerwisp helps a bit. So. Yes, we want to draw step for the Sculler. And then we can start the chain of paths here. Need them to not have much. That qualifies. I guess this is like a giant growth, but we're actually kind of in this. The hand really sucks. Yeah, they have a basic in their hand too. Alright. What am I doing? So I get to Path of Shadow this turn, Path of Shadow next turn. So if I don't block, I take 11. And then I get to flicker the Angler next turn. Yeah, Path Shadow, no blocks. I think that's the plan. Yeah, for sure, Grave. I think this is the plan. And then we can turn this corner actually fairly quickly. We're going to have a 3-power flyer. It's going to be nice. We get to go like Flickerwisp, flicker our Flickerwisp with our Resto. And they're going to be on 7, so they're going to be like really vulnerable to us just starting to turn sideways. So we just take 11, sure. In before Rite of oh my god, Jarvis. You are ridiculous. Holy cow. Second Flickerwisp. I have in fact not died to that, Jarvis. Can confirm. Alright, I want to end of turn this, because then they don't have Revolt for a Fatal Push to kill my Flickerwisp. Right? They'll still have Revolt. Why will they have Revolt? Alright, Jarvis figured out what I meant. Good, good. You didn't know which end stack I was referring to. Alright, so I think I just attack them with a Flickerwisp. I could flicker that Angler and go for the kill. That loses to any removal spell, which doesn't seem ideal. I feel like we're in a decent enough position I can afford to just, like, play it safe. I guess we lose to a Sweeper then, specifically, but I think I like this plan. Just attack with Flickerwisp, flicker the Flickerwisp, which can flicker the Angler. Yeah, we can wait until their turn. That's true. That is true. We'll have 2 flyers they need to kill. Yeah, I can just block with Sculler. Pass priority. See what they do. I don't want to block and flicker the Sculler, because that loses the Battle Rage. I could block and flicker the Angler, potentially. Oh my god. Interesting. I just want to flicker the Angler, though, right? And then I have 2 lethal creatures through anything bar a Staticaster. Yeah, just flicker the Angler, I agree. Just play it safe. I guess I was meant to cast a Rest in Peace in my turn. That was pretty bad, but I didn't. Now they can have a Snapcaster Mage, which doesn't do enough, but there's like no reason not to play the Rest in Peace. Might as well have it in play. Oh my gosh. Flicker plus swing with... Yeah, that's true. It loses to 2 removal spells. So we could have gone for the kill. That's a fair point, JD. Anyway, worked out. Good start to the league. Flickerwisp is great. Flickerwisp on Vial is so obscene. Just like instant speed, remove anything. This sound seems decent. Mountain. Thanks, Jarvis. I've actually played a bit of Legacy D&T. I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite Legacy decks to play. I am a fan of basic play. I am a basic planes apologist. Oh yeah, I love doing that, Amy. It's great. Okay, they sure did a whole lot of nothing. Nice, nice. Strong deck opponent. Some Flickerwisp against Amulet Titan, dear God. That sounds obscene. Yeek. That's kinda something. Thalia seems absurd against them though, as does Resto. I think I just want Thalia down this turn. I guess then they just bolt her. Maybe it's not as good as I think. I am really worried about them returning these next turn though. Thalia could potentially save us for a turn. Which is all we really need. We just need a turn or two to set up Resto. Yeah, if they were to bring back both the Phoenixes, we'd have, by killing Thalia, we'd have Path Up, which would be great for us. Okay. So we can attack for play a Flickerwisp. I think I flicker a Plains. Because then if they kill the Thalia, I have Path Up. There's no real motivation to flicker much of anything else anyway. Interesting. It's not too scary. I'm almost surprised they aren't trying to block with this. I think I don't block. I think we're racing. Right? Our hand's pretty great though. We could... I think I don't block. I don't really want it in the yard either. Land. Hey Hogpog, good to see you. It's going pretty well. Right, so I can attack all, and then I can go Flickerwisp, Flickerwisp. Oh, but I can't untap the Thalia then. I can go Flickerwisp, Thalia. Oh, we can flicker the Phoenix. Yeah, just remove it completely. Yeah, that sounds nice. We just want to push as much damage as possible. Try and get this game over with before they can bring back their other Phoenixes. Which sounds unintuitive because our hand is so stacked, but they are a burn deck of sorts, so there's a lot of motivation to try and end the game. Oh, thanks, Hogpog. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm so happy with how well everything is working out. It's kind of unreal. How's your stream going for you, Hogpug? You should reapply for partner, Jarvis. What are your numbers like for that? If your numbers are good enough, you should definitely reapply. So the thing is, if the Thalia is untapped, the Thalia combines with another creature to first strike down the Adept grave. Was my thinking, but it's probably bad. Like, Thalia is really good against Flameblade Adept, because you just like pair it with another creature and it first strikes it down. It doesn't care about its size. Kambal seems unreal against them, against the burn deck. Pseudo burn deck. I think I want Rip. Yeah, that would be bad, Grave. I agree that that would be bad. Arbiter seems poor against their deck. They don't play fetch lands or search their deck at all. Yeah, Arbiter seems atrocious. Agree. Strong agree. No Cage. Cage does stop Phoenix. I'm worried about going overboard on this stuff. I could see bringing it in though. I feel like the main way we lose is to them returning Phoenixes quickly. You question Sculler because it dies so easily. I think I like Sculler. You can like try and stop them having explosive turns by picking a key spell away. I'm also worried about going too low on 2s as well. Is the thing. Yeah, I think forcing them to have a bolt is fine. I kind of want to cut a free because we just got like a million frees at the moment. I think these are all uncuttable. Strangler seems decent. Maybe it's just Displacer. Doesn't really feel like a Splicer matchup. Not really trying to grind them out with golems. I'm iffy about this one. Maybe the only way we lose is to a bunch of Phoenixes and we're meant to have Cage in. 1 Cage over a Rip. Yeah, that could be decent. Just because it's cheaper. This isn't quite their deck list. I've changed a few cards, but it's very similar. I'm playing some Resto Angels because I adore this card, Jason. Rip plus Strangler, oh my god. That's absurd. The value of Strangler is just a way to like clean up Phoenixes cleanly or Adepts. I don't love this, but on my Atlanta deck or my Liverpool deck? I assume you mean Liverpool. In which case I'm playing black-green, because can't change who you are, right? Once a mid-range player, always a mid-range player. Always in the sewer. Alright, let's get this down. Hand is tiny, is a bit awkward. Yeah, exactly, Jarvis. You just like never their exile never empties of cards for you to use. Alright, they're not doing anything explosive. The deck doesn't seem to be functioning this game, which is nice. And we draw a Resto Angel, which seems like one of our best cards against them. Guess they get to bolt down this Displacer now, but... Wait, there was some drama? I missed out on some drama? Drama's great. I need more drama. Alright, let's fire off this TKS, see what's going on over there. I could wait until it's safer, but I think I just want to like disrupt any nonsense they could do. Okay. Interesting. So never beat a goblin lore in our life. I kind of want to take the Phoenix, but it doesn't do anything against Resto. Take Fiery Tempo Kappa. I'm really unsure. All of these cards are very medium. You think I should actually take the Temper, because then they can't get my Displacers out of play? That seems decent. Yeah. I kind of like that. I'm worried about these hollow ones, but we can start like flickering Thought-Knot Seer. Wow. All our opponents are rolling over and dying. It's great. The decks are just like not functioning. Or conceding, yeah. Alright. I'll take it. Audible into white-black sewer incoming. Oh, that is not happening, Cambo. Also, this isn't white-black sewer. Gab's been playing white-black sewer, right? Have a nice stream, Hogpog. See you around. Is this deck secretly great? People scoop to it a lot, Alesha. That counts for something. But I'm gonna go with no. As is the rest of the chat. I do enjoy it though. It's good fun. I really love Eldrazi Displacer. With Flickerwisp, you get to do some very messed up things. It was pretty great, Alesha. Alright, this seems like a fine keep. Fire off the top. Doesn't Daniela have an absurd win rate with this deck, by the way? I feel like every time she plays it, she 5-0s or something. So there are some people who win with it. Alright, firing off the Serum Visions, sure thing. This is another Death Shadow deck. What's up with the Death Shadow online recently? Sun pickup. Yeah, she'd like always mock them mercilessly, and then whenever people forced her to play them, she'd end up crushing. Brad Nelson, does everyone remember when Brad Nelson actually took this deck to a team event? It was really surprising. Hey. Grave, we have Caves of Koilos. We can play Death Shadow. Live that dream. I actually made that deck, by the way. I made a black-white Eldrazi Shadow deck. It's, you play a bunch of off-color pain lands. It was much worse than it sounds, because Painlands are apparently incredibly awkward with Death Shadow, because you put yourself down to like 4 or 5, and then if you draw multiple Painlands, suddenly you have a bunch of lands you just can't activate for coloured mana anymore because you're going to put yourself too low. It sounds atrocious. I like 4-1'd my first league with it. I was like, this is sweet. I want to play it some more. But it was quite poor. Ancient Tomb of Death Shadow, jeez. Yeah, Dokamoy, there was a team event where Brad decided to take Eldrazi in taxes. It was like team constructed or something. And everyone was like, what are you doing? He was like, this is the only deck I can win with in Modern at the moment. But which are your favourite Aldruzals, Kay? This gives them info. Also, this is going to come in tapped after this turn. Whatever. It does in fact run both of those tentacular monsters. Why aren't we playing Healer's Hawk? Wow. My favorite Aldruzal is obviously Wildbreaker. That one is dear to my heart. Aldruzal Displacer. Sounds about right. My favorite spaghetti is probably, oh my god. Oh, Wallbreaker's text box is half the joy of the card. It's like wholly impossible to know everything the card does. I almost want to swing with the Vent. That is a very common phrase, Cambo. Indeed. It's half the joy of the card. Reach hidden like halfway down the text box because of the on-cast trigger. Wonder how many Stubborn Denials they have in hand right now. Yes, I'm not blocking. Just like the K command back my Snapcaster and I want to curl up. Alright, there's a Gurmag Angler. So they definitely have Stubborn Wells in hand. Otherwise they'd have exiled more cards from their yard. Yikes. We're gonna untap before we path in case we can draw a TKS or a Sculler. Or another land. Oh boy, I should have played a Plains. That was not ideal. Well, do this at some point. Wow, it resolved. Also, they have an island in hand. Both those things are very good for us. So we know they have an island in hand, or else they'd have grabbed one off the push. I have a suspicion this is dying. But I'd rather this die than my Eldrazi Displacer. If I draw one. So I guess I've just forced them to kill it. Multani is so unreachy. Why does Multani have reach? It just makes 0 sense. This runs... I just don't know how we beat a Colligan's command anyway, though, is the problem. They're letting us block. Which must mean Colligan's command. I can't imagine what else it could possibly mean. Does that mean I'm just not meant to block, since they're letting me do it? This is real weird. Activate Shambling Vent. Decline to block. That sounds like a bit of a reach, Fax. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. A+, thanks Lesha. Appreciate you. They still have the island in hand after discarding 2 lands. Yikes. Fence isn't blocking because they made that attack and they didn't kill the Vents, which makes me feel like they must have Colligan's command in hand. If I don't block the Snapcaster, they can't get Colligan's command value because all they can do with it is like deal 2 and make us discard. I think I just wanted to play. I think their 2 cards in hand right now are K Command Island. Because like there's no world they make that attack into the onboard Shambling Vent. And then don't kill the Shambling Vent when I activate it if they don't have K Command, right? It just makes 0 sense to me. Unless they're playing badly, but... Or they may be like running the most epic bluff ever.
I'm just here for the abysmal puns.
Thanks for the 4 months of being a Knight of Autumn. Thanks. Appreciate you. Everyone get some hearts in chat for Vex. And there are some great puns here. Why am I convinced they got an island? They might just not have an island in that list. That's in their list. That's true. That's entirely plausible. They just don't run an island. Or they have the island in the sideboard. I've seen people do that before. That's a very fair point. I'm so excited. I can't wait for the new emotes to come through. I've seen the sketches now. So it should be about a week until we have new emotes. Wait, I had Arbiter in play when I played the path. Oh, I must have been misremembering. I didn't think I did. You might be right. You love the outdated hearts. I thought I updated that. Oh my gosh. I need to figure out what the command is to update that. Hey there, Lazy Warlock. command, resub notification, mtg bot. See if I can change this. That isn't... They just didn't have a K command in hand. They were just running this attack. Why would you run this attack? I'm so confused. Oh, thank you, Alesha. You're... Okay, I can do that myself. Sorry, I'm just going to be a moment updating this command. So I just gave my opponent way too much credit, I guess. If I didn't give my opponent so much credit, we'd be on 12 right now and they wouldn't have a Snapcaster. Alright, giving them less credit in future games. They're still just running the Snapcaster attack. I don't get this. Why are they so desperate for it to die? If they don't have K command. Unless they've now drawn the removal spell. Alright, now they draw the removal spell. Right. Just like... The attack made last turn made no sense unless they had a removal spell to kill the vent. Or they had a Colligant's command. And they clearly didn't have a removal spell to kill the vent. So I assume that means they have to have had Colligant's command. Obviously not the case. Not how it played out. So we were trimming Scullers on the play last time. We were taking out all the Stranglers. On the play we brought in Gideons, and on the draw we brought in Fatal Pushes. Which seems reasonable to me. Let's try this out, see how it goes. Finally finished packing. That's good news, Amy. Are you driving up alone or with others? Alright. Last time we lost game 1 to the Shadow and got them in the sideboard games, so we just need to run that again. Okay, safe travels. I hope it will go smoothly. On the play here... Ooh, this hand is absurd. Jeez. This is great. Yeah, I need to just annoy them so much that they concede. That's the plan. Did I commission a G's emote? I have not commissioned one yet. We've actually got once these emotes are finished, we still have like another emote slot or two for me to fill though. So it'll probably not be too long until I have to commission some more. We can consider some stuff like that. Okay, no matter what they take, we have a play next turn. Both our plays are really nice. I assume they have to take the Thalia though. Thalia is very good against that deck, especially on the play. Right, they took the path. I guess they have a lot of removal in hand. think I just land the Thalia. Oh, it's kind of awkward. I have Vial. It's going to take up to 2. So I max my Vial usage if I cast Displacer instead. It lets them cycle their cantrips though, which is really annoying. But it also lets me use my Vial to its fullest potential. So I think I'm just meant to run out the Displacer. Alright, Fatal Push. Yeah. Displacer down. Ooh. This one is not bad. Huh. What am I vialing in? The Thalia or the Sculler? Definitely putting something in here. I think I want to put in the Sculler. I'm not like 100% on that, but oh my god, that hand. Mono removal spells. Everything's gonna die so horribly. Anger of the Gods is rough. I cannot cast it currently, though. Maybe that I just have to take the anger and let them slog through my creatures one at a time. Yeah, I leave them with the Fatal Push then. I just cast the Thalia so they can't push my Displacer. Then next turn we have Displacer mana open with our Vial. The anger is really problematic though. Getting them, it's the only thing that like gets them a 2-for-1. Take push. Not in love with that. I think it's the anger or the abrade. I'm just gonna take the anger. If they want to push my Sculler, that's fine. They can't push it in response because this is old formatting. So if they push it in response, the second trigger happens before the first one resolves. So they would never get the return trigger after the Exile trigger resolves. It's really weird. So the new formatting is that the new formatting is it has a trigger that undoes itself when it in response to the Thalia. Yeah. But that's fine because it still just like turns all their removal into 1-for-1s, which I think I'm okay with. I just don't want them getting a 2-for-1. So I feel like we can kind of grind against them, okay, at the moment. Like, we're a mana away from, like, setting up this, too. And now they just can't push anything, so we have Displacer, Flickerwisp, Displacer Vial open, which is really nice. I guess they could try and kill something. They could try and target both removal spells at the Sculler and then just anger the other 2 creatures. But they don't have enough mana for that because of the Thalia. So yeah, this is nice. We're actually in a decent spot, I think, because of having this Displacer in hand. Like, their mana's already tied up due to the Thalia, so they can't cast both removal spells in the same turn. I've not tried that yet. That deck seems sweet, though. Jund Shadow. I need to give it a try at some point. I could imagine that it's like pretty decent at the moment as well. Yeah, that deck is very hard to pick up for sure. Right, here's the Fatal Push. So I can flash this in, flicker the Thalia. And then they can't kill this and Anger in the same turn next turn. So I think this works out nicely. God, this place is so messed up. This is great. Just counter their Fatal Push. So they can untap, Abrade the Anger, Abrade the Tidehollow Sculler right now, I guess, to try and Anger next turn. Even then, everything is still just essentially 1-for-1ing in that scenario, because this has already put us up a card. So like we go down a card, but that's fine. So I think this is okay. Losing the Sculler. Oh yeah, we're playing against another GDS. Gonna leave this on free. Interesting. That's a decent draw. We get to blow up a red source now quite happily. We don't get to blow up a red source and flicker something, though. But it's still nice. Jason, thanks for the raid. Appreciate you. Alright, let's just blow up this Blood Crypt. So that they can't anger us. Yeah, for sure, Amy. It's wild. Like, we're not playing Moran Crusader, and yet we're still putting up a decent fight, it feels like. Do it on their draw step. No, then they can tap mana to go find a basic, right? I'd rather kill a black source. I guess I'd rather kill a blue source. If we're taking down a red source here. Is that with Mill, Jason? Are you locked in for Mill this weekend? Clearly, Docker Boy, we need to make Go Garbage look like the glorious modern deck it truly is. This is when we draw Resto Angel. It's not the worst. So they could have Snap Push, but they can't actually do that. Also, they would die to our Displacer. Prayed. Alright, they still go to 2 when we land a rip. So I'm not too worried about that. Oh yeah, Resto versus Arclight is nice. That's part of the reason I wanted to put a couple Restos in here and try them out. Also, Resto is just like one of my favorite Magic cards ever. The card is delightful. Alright. Well, 2 lethal creatures, 3 if we draw black or white source. Yeah. So on the draw, I think I want to take out Gideons. They are good at fighting against Anger of the Gods, though. Like, my opponent seems to become really controlling post-board. So I kind of don't hate just having these in the deck, just as ways to grind through Angers and stuff. Like, both the games we played, the Fatal Pushes would have been not great. I'm just going to run it back like this. Alright, perfect hand. This needs some things to go right, but we've got Vial on one potentially, which helps. Ooh, this isn't a land, but I kind of want to keep this, just to ensure I'm doing something early. It's also just a good card against them. Alright, let's see what they do here. What happened to never mulliganing? I draw the line at 0 lands in hand K. I don't mulligan much, but... Should we just put a Kiki Jiki in this deck to put in off Vial to tilt people out? We're on the draw, exactly. We draw a land turn 1. Play our Vial. We even had 2 Vials. They don't get to deny it with Thoughtseize. Oh my god, keeping the Gideons in, so good. So good. Just lined up perfectly versus that Thoughtseize. Alright. Big fish. No land. Rest in peace off the top. Not quite. Okay, we really need them not to have a big fish. If they don't have a fish here, we're in a decent position because Thalia shuts down the cantrips. But if they have a fish, things get scary. Oh my god, they have nothing. That's so good. Am I meant to attack? Am I meant to attack? The eternal dilemma. Because they don't actually have control over their own life total at the moment. Our hand is quite strong. I would not attack because of Death Shadow. Because once I attack, they can start casting Death Shadows. I think I want to wait at least 1 turn so I can start building up my air presence. And then next turn I can start attacking. I think I like that plan. Get to the point where I can start developing an air presence and then we start trying to kill them. Like, not let them cast any Death Shadows quite yet. Mishra's Bauble. Oh no, Angler. Jeez, that's a yikes. That's a good one. Okay. Would like to draw an untapped land, please. Perfect. So now we get to start deploying some golems. So I block with Blade Splicer and flicker it, right? You think I Vial Wisp main phase here, so I main steps, so I have 2 first striking golems. That could be reasonable, then they have to push a golem to attack with the angler. When they have like a bunch of other stuff they really need to push instead. I actually kind of like that grave. Wisp their land, end step. I think that's fine, but I think I'd rather get an extra golem. Because I don't think we're going to kill them quite fast enough for cutting them off a single mana here mattering. And they have instants, so if they draw another land, they can just like hold open their mana off the new land they draw to maybe cast a Fatal Push on end step once they get their land back. Nice Mishra's Bauble. Seems like exactly what you needed right now. 1 mana, draw a card next turn. Oh, that's true, Stinger, that's true. We just have a wall of first strike at the moment. Okay, gonna put this up to 4. We can start doing these. Perfect. Jeez. So if we attack all, we can't attack with this. I guess we can resto this. If we attack with these, they would take 4, 5, 6, 7. And then they're dead to our air creatures next turn. Which I think we want to do... I guess we make that the case anyway, even if we just attack with Flickerwisp. I'm just going to see what's going on. We could do this draw step, but I kind of want to see what's in the hand right now. Could influence combat. Oh wow, they cycled a Street Wraith in response. I think that's really good for us. Okay, they do not have a second land. Pretty sure I just take a Death Shadow, right? But I'm also not sure how they can ever win this game. So I go attack with Splicer, Flickerwisp and Golems. They block here, they take 3, 6, 7. And then the Flyers kill them next turn. I don't think I want to flicker Thought-Knot Seer because that could draw them into removal and lands, which is what they really need here. I think I'm just going to hold open Resto and see what they do. Deny them the information. Yeah, I don't want to give them the extra draw by flickering my Thought-Knot. Drawing them into lands and such seems awkward. 3-0. Deck is great, clearly. Apparently. Alright, I am gonna go get some water, pop to the bathroom in a sec, and then we'll continue this donation league. It's going pretty well so far. I'm 3-0. I'm gonna run an ad whilst I'm out. Back in a moment. 3/2 emote. The 3/2 is so alive. So alive. Alright. Into our 4th match here. Thanks everyone for hanging around. This deck is delightful. I know it's not the strongest deck in Modern, but I enjoy it. Enjoy having Resto in my deck too. I'm still not sure if maybe this is like a bit expensive in this deck because you can't. Eldrazi Temple doesn't help cast it, but. It's cheap, so you like it. Yeah, the deck is not that expensive to put together, which is really nice, for sure. Like, it's one of the most budget decks in Modern, it feels like. Or at least like one of the most budget decks that can actually win games. Because you don't run fetch lands, and you hardly even run shock lands. Same reason Storm is so cheap. Come on, opponent. Wherever you are. Need to get this 3/2. Hoping for that 3/2 dream to become a reality. The queues are scared of the Eldrazi and Taxes menace. Oh my god. Dokomoy, oh my god. Yeah, everyone's just chicken, scared off by the Wasteland Stranglers. Do I have a better theory? I can't think of one. Kinda sad we haven't got to resolve a Kambal yet. I've lost to that card so many times. Never actually cast one of my own in Modern. Feels like half the decks I play lose to it. Mainly Lantern loses to it. Kambal is rough for Lantern. Can't Pyrite Spellbomb it. You've lost Kambal a million times in Vintage. Yikes. Oh my god. Vintage playable. Wow, this hand's great. Jeez. We have Sculler or Displacer on 2, and then endless Thought-Knot Seers. Alright, they're on the blue-red Phoenix deck, most likely. Hopefully they don't have a thing in the ice. If they do, though, we have a Flickerwisp to reset it, which will definitely help a bit. Yeah, Kambal seems absurd against Outcome, for sure. I guess Eidolon must not see much play in that format, so Kambal is like the closest thing you have. I've seen it in human sideboards before. I don't know that it's that common. I think lots of people prefer Sing Collector. But it does see a bit of play. I just want to see that hand. I don't really want to run this into a lightning bolt. Want this creature to survive. Just 100% take the bolt here so they can't kill the Sculler. And then this Thought-Knot Seer gets to be a brick wall next turn. Stop the Swift Spear from hitting us so much. Yikes. We need them to not find a land, or else they get. Oh my god, they're gonna get a Phoenix back. This is a problem. We're taking 7 this turn. Yeah, that makes sense, Dokomoy. That makes a lot of sense. I think I've heard about it being played in Delver decks, like, very periodically, but... Or was it like Rich Shea was playing something? I feel like Rich Shea was playing something that was like Harsh Mentors plus Eidolons. You really do, Cambo. The deck is so yikes when it does stuff like this. We're just on like 6 on turn 3. This deck is absurd. Yeah. So I have to like... This is game 1. I don't think we can actually win this game. Let's move on here. Kambal seems amazing. Definitely bringing in Kambal. God, every time I play the blue-red deck and my opponent casts Rest in Peace, I just don't care. But I also don't know how we ever beat their nut draws without Rest in Peace. So I feel like I'm forced to bring it in. It's really awkward. So I don't believe the card is that good against them, but we do want Fatal Pushes for sure, because they got Thing in the Ice. Ah, that makes sense, Dokomoy. The symmetrical nature of it is really awkward. Right, what cards are we cutting? Flickerwisp is real bad against Gutshot. They don't play Bedlam Reveler, they play Crackling Drake instead. If they're on the good list. If they're on Ross Merriam's list, they'll be playing Crackling Drake instead. I kind of want to trim some Flickerwisps. I know they're like the best card in the deck, but they're so bad against Gutshot. Like, actually heinous against Gutshot. Cheons is a way of saying not very good, because that's a phrase that LSV would use, affectionately referring to his best friend, Paul Cheon. It only stops Arclight, it does. But Arclight is so scary. I don't know. I think I'm going to bring in Cage, because it's cheap, but probably not bring in Rip. I don't know if that's correct or not. I think the Stranglers are decent. Arbiter is not great against them. You'd rather have Rip than Strangler. I kind of like the Strangler. It's it helps kill a Phoenix, it helps kill a Swift Spear. If they ever block with their Thing in the Ice, it ends up dying. Alright. I don't really know that I'm boarding correctly here. I'm not really sure how to approach this matchup. That's part of the power of this blue-red Phoenix deck. Kind of pushes its opponents in a bunch of directions. This hand can just never cast its spells. The mullet. Guess we're going to 5. I need to find lands here. Free 2 hype. The blue-red Phoenix deck is legitimately really good. I think if I wasn't playing black-green this weekend, I would probably be playing this deck. Ever since Ross Merriam added Swift Spears to that deck, it's looked so much better. Like, Swift Spears have just, like, completely changed how good it is. Allowed it to have much more proactive draws. Yeah, the Swift was a nice combo. Manamorphose. Alright. Here it comes. Mm-hmm. That is not ideal. No, not entirely sure how we win this game anymore. We played versus 4 Arclight Phoenix decks in a row yesterday. That's absurd. That's so unreasonable. Yes, I have to take this hit, because if I block it, they just bring it back. I also have to, like, be able to pressure them somehow. I don't know how I win after not taking this hit either, though. I guess I have to draw, like, a Kambal and have it survive. Maybe, once I've cleared the way with the DKS. Alright, let's attack first. The TKS might force a removal spell. Oh wow. We just take the Manamorphose. A hand. It's not great. I guess they have a Faithless Looting in the yard though, which is going to help a lot. Yeah, for sure, Grave. I also think Swift is just like a better card in Modern than Delver anyway. Delver being so good in Legacy is just a weird aberration from Ponder and Brainstorm existing. Like, it's not actually that good a card. They put both cards on top, so we're just dead. Cool, cool. I mean, if they ever draw 3 spells in a row, we're dying regardless. But I also need to get them dead before they draw 3 spells, so I guess I just have to ignore this Phoenix forever. I'm gonna go score to them to try and undo their scries, I think. Because the double scry to top is terrifying. A weird insectile aberration, dear God. VT, why do you do this to us? Alright. Got to Stone Rain them twice. I'll strip mine them. So that's something. Still not looking great for our heroes. Yeah, they didn't search because they had 2 spells on top, and they kill us with the Awoken Horrors. Gross. Alright, 3 and 1. 3-2 Dream. Well and alive. Wouldn't mind a 4-1 though. Alright. I believe in our ability to do better than 3-2. I believe in this Flickerwisp. This Flickerwisp will guide us home. Hey, Charlotte. You won't 3-2. You dare me to 3-2. Oh my god. Don't know if I can live up to all this pressure. These are opening hands or something. We are 3-1, Charlotte. We are 3-1. I think I have to mulligan this. It has Bio on 1. Like, I guess this hand doesn't really need mana. It also doesn't do anything until turn 4. I am exceedingly jealous, Daniel. Don't you doubt it for a second. Alright, Amy says keep. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna follow Amy's advice here. I've been given permission to keep this hand. Oh, I'm gonna draw Eldrazi Temple. We're gonna draw Eldrazi Temple and feel very smart. What? Is this how all leagues end? I think this is how all leagues end. Hey. We're gonna have all our Aether Vials Oblivion stoned off the board and feel really silly. This hand has a Stone Rain. Oh my god, Grave. That's so adorable. We can Flickerwisp a land and strangle it. We can't do that until turn 4 though, which might be too slow. Not with a bang, but with a trodding. Truer words. It's fine, Tron doesn't have any strong turn 3 plays. Alright. You can loop the Stone Rain if you get enough mana. That's amazing, BT. We actually just have repeatable Vindicate. We need a colorless source for that Grave. It's part of the problem. Because this mana base is a thing of glory. Flickerwisp in draw step. Cannot do that this turn. So if they have Tron this turn, they just get to do it. And there's not a lot we can do about that. Oh, Flickerwisp with Flash would be messed up. It's half the reason people play Aether Vial, right? So they can live that Flickerwisp with Flash stream. Oh my god. They don't have it. What's it like for a Tron player to not have it? Yikes. Huh? Oh my god. Also, it isn't repeatable Grave because the Strangler has to kill itself. Incidentally. This has to kill something. This has to shrink something in order to actually process the card. Keeper's kind of working out so far. Just about. Alright, we're gonna vindicate a land. Which land are we vindicating? One that isn't tower. That makes sense, because if they complete Tron, we're dead anyway. Yeah. I agree with y'all. Hey, that Gabroth. Oh my god, okay. It would like to target your power plant. And then our Strangler is going to kill itself. Because then if we draw a colorless source, Eldrazi Displacer can start blinking the Flickerwisp. Right. We're kind of in this at the moment. If you cross your fingers and squint real hard. Black, white suit. Oh no! This is so disgusting. They get to kill our Flickerwisp pair before we can draw a colorless source. I don't understand why Stone Rain is a mod-only command, by the way. That one's always confused me. Alright, we gotta swing in with the vent at the very least. Oh, I should have left the vial on too. I am a very silly human being. That was really bad. Should 100% have left the vial on too. Because then otherwise I couldn't vial in an Arbiter. Like, why do we ever need 4/3/3 Grave? It did a good Fulminator impression. Yikes. That's a problem. 4/3/2 is the best. I don't know why we ever need 2 vials on the same number now, because we're just top decking. Another target creature, right. Well, I guess we're just hitting them to 7 and then losing our board to this Oblivion Stone. There are some combos. If we draw one half of the combo and really want to have access to it, we can just take up the vial that's on 2 for the next turn. Oh, we have Thought-Knot Seer on our deck, Grave. This can only blink creatures, sadly. It's a really good one. Alright, Shambling Vent. You've got some work to do. Let me tell ya. You've got some damn work to do. Plains. Chantel.
High five.
High five to you too. Thank you so much for the 5 months of being a Knight of Autumn. Everyone get some hearts in chat for Chantel. By the way, hopefully you've seen the sweet new emote, Chantel. It's pretty delightful. Hope you're doing well. Looking forward to recording next week. We're gonna block with the vent and flicker it, and then we have Lethal on the way back. If they have nothing somehow. It's so adorable, right? It's so great. I need to update the sub goal. I do. Good point, Red Hand. It's something I will get done before the next stream. And because we hit that sub goal, I'm probably It's really awkward. I can't actually do 12-hour streams during the week at the moment. And the next couple weekends I'm away. But probably the weekend after I get back, I'll do back-to-back 12 hours. They're dead to Path. They were dead to Path that turn. I think so, Charlotte. People have only been using it when it's been, like, sensible. I think it's a nice command for everyone to have access to. God, if we have Path that turn, or Flickerwisp, they die. We can block and quarter our vent. Smart. If they don't shoot it down with Ballista for some reason. "12 2-hour streams. Oh my god. I need to do that. Alright. I'll just copy paste what you did. Thanks for giving me the text, Charlotte. Appreciate you. Command was not found. Interesting. Yeah, try without the... I'm unsure as to what I'm doing wrong there. Free Krona with the tier 1 serve. Thank you so much for being a Knight of Autumn. I appreciate you. Everyone get some hearts in chat for free Krona. Right. Wow, they're letting us block. That's great for us. Yes, I do recognize you. I'm not always the best at putting Twitch names to Twitter names and such, but I definitely recognize you. Alright, they're gonna kill the resto now, I guess. Which is when things get really tricky. I'm not really sure how we win the game once they kill the resto. I guess we draw a path for this. Yeah, they lose their Ballista. We can still draw a path for this. And then, like, maybe draw another resto. Ah, that makes sense, free Krona. That's really sensible. This is not gonna do it. Alright, I'm willing to believe we're dead here. We got really close. We got them to 2. Despite our start being really awkward. I don't know why it's lying to you, Charlotte. It seems like that should work. Oh, that makes sense, free Krona. Just, like, lets you escape from it. Totally understand that. Try again. Yeah, I'll just copy paste what you just put up there and see how it goes. I just can't find the command. Don't understand why not. Alright, is there anything else we want other than these? I don't think so. What cards are bad? I think all our 2s are good. All our 2s are definitely good. Our Stranglers are very bad. So that can get out the deck. All our 4s are good, so we're probably cutting our 3. Why do we want Kambal? Well, we have bad cards we're taking out, and it's pretty good against, like, their expedition maps and stuff, I think. Or their chromatic stars. They, like, cycle through their chromatic stars and take a bunch of damage. Ooh, okay. I will do that, Charlotte. See if that works any better. Command was not found. Strangler did randomly do things, though. It did. I feel like it's really hard to set up Flickerwisp Strangler as a Stone Rain, though. I think this is just like way too hard for us to set up. I think Kambal's good. They cycle through all their chromatic stars and chromatic spheres. It's not great, but like I think that game it would have been good. They sort of spent a bunch of time spinning their wheels. They'd have taken like 6 points off this. I want to try it out. I mean, it's not like great here. I think it's better than Strangler. I think Strangler is just really awkward to actually set up properly. This hand is really good, except we're against Tron, so I don't know that we can keep it. I mean, we need like an Arbiter or a Ghost Quarter. Or a Stony. I'm gonna mull this. I just don't think we can keep a hand against Tron that doesn't interact with what they're doing at all. Okay, this has an Arbiter and 2 Ghost Quarters. 100% keeping. Try without users on the end. I don't know what it would, how it would work then though. I think I want to keep this on top. This helps me cast Kambal. So I can cast Arbiter on 2. Turn 3, Stone Rain, then play this. I think we're just going to need more mana because we're going to be using these Ghost Quarters. So I think the Shambling Vent is nice. Oh, that would be really awkward, Alesha, if that's how it works. Alright, Arbiter seems good against Expedition map. Yeah, we already tried that, Paul. People were just trying the other way around. Because that way wasn't working for people. They just like kinda can't do anything with this in play. Just natural Tron, oh that would be brutal, for sure. Resolves. No, I want to cast Kambal next turn. This is also nice. I think I want to cast Kambal though, because it gets in for more damage than the Sculler would. I think playing the Sculler is kind of playing scared. I need to try and get this game over, and Kambal does that better. We're just never activating this for as long as they have the 2 mana up. Like, they could draw into Tron naturally and that would be awkward, but I think this works out nicest. Yeah, Arbiter is disgusting versus opponent's deck. This is why I brought in Kambal. It's so good against these things. Alright, I'm just gonna trust what Alesha does, / says. That could be reasonable, Roval. Could be reasonable. I just take the Ballista now, and I can cut them off Tron, right? And then they can't possibly win. Oh no, then they Nature's Claim the Sculler. they Nature's Claim the Sculler, they take 2. They might not see it's an artifact, maybe. Kind of skeptical of that. Yeah, I think we take Claim. It's really strange though. I think we take Claim. Then I think I just use both of these. I use this, they tap 2 mana, and then I kill the other one. Just to try and cut them off doing anything impactful. Wait, did they just pay the 2 mana? Oh, does it not give me priority back? That is so bad. It doesn't give me priority back after they pay. Arbiter is a really frustrating Magic card. Hey there, Alex. Yeah, it doesn't use the stack. Wow. If they tap out for Ballista though, they lose a land. So I don't see how they possibly win this. Like, it was very hard for me to imagine they can actually come back from this. Because we can cut them off Fragtusk, which is what matters. If I was hoping I could Ghost Quarter them, they'd pay for Arbiter, and then I could Ghost Quarter them again in response VT. But how it actually works is we never get priority after they pay for this. Because Arbiter is really weird. So, here we are. I don't know if it even does it notify you in chat if someone pays for an Arbiter? It doesn't even notify you in chat that someone's paid for Arbiter. In the game log. Which is bizarre. It says on the Arbiter, okay. Alright, we really want to draw land here, I guess. So now we can TKS. Try and kill them through this Fragtusk. So we just attack all. They have to block. They maybe don't block. I have to imagine they block though. Oh, it had to be a Caves. You're right, Roval. You're right. Alesha with the tech. Thank you very much, Alesha. If I Ghost Quarter upkeep, it does stop that, doesn't it? That's really smart, Alex. You're very good at this game. Yeah. You're correct, Alex. We should do that. Flattery will get me nowhere. Oh, we have to take the Nature's Claim, weirdly. This is so strange. So otherwise they can gain life. Alright. Activate my Ghost Quarter, I guess. This Kambal sure was a 2/3 with haste. Sure did get one trigger this game. This is the death part, I believe, 3 Krona. Believe this is the death part. Alright, we have to get a game 3, which seems rough. This matchup does not seem good for us, but we've got this far. Guess I'm just running it back. Oh wow. Hey there, Gab. Welcome to everyone joining us. Is any matchup good for us? Probably not. Fair point, fair point. I'm gonna keep this. We've got Arbiter on 2. It might be too slow. Maybe this hand's just terrible. Maybe we just have to mulligan to... Like, we only have Arbiter on 2 if we draw a white source. We probably just have to mull to Ghost Quarter or Stony. Yeah, we get Arbiter on 3. It's just too slow. I think I agree. Potential turn 3 Thought-Knot. Cast our mighty Watchwolf on turn 2. I think I have to keep this. It is a bit embarrassing, BT, you're not wrong. I think I have to keep this. I just have to ensure I have my TKS on 3. It's possible I'm meant to bottom it and dig for Stony or Arbiter as my turn 2 play, but I think that's a keep. Play Temple in case you draw another Temple. Oh my god, VT. That's the truest thing I've ever heard. Are we doing it? We might be doing it. Arbiter. Come on, Stony Silence, I guess this turn would give us a shot. Alright, alright. Don't know how we ever beat this. But yeah, not eating its Ugin is nice. Eating its O-Stone is slightly less nice. Wow, that hand is the hottest of garbage. Alright, that gets them the land, so now they have O-Stone next turn. Which is not ideal. Gets them an expedition map. Oh, I guess they can crack this map, play this one, but they're not guaranteed to Tron then. Or not guaranteed to have O-Stone, I mean, next turn. Are we just meant to play our Thought-Knot Seer? And oh no, we can hold up Resto, and that would be lethal too. Yeah, if we hold up Resto and they don't draw the land, we get to kill them. So we put them to 8. Even if they do draw the land, we get to feel very sad, which has a lot of value. They have Nature's Claim. They can Nature's Claim something to not die, but I have to go. Why do I have to Ghost Quarter? Oh, because they can crack map. But if they crack map, yeah, I still have Lethal now. Yeah, they have the mana for it, but I now still have Lethal, unless they Nature's Claim their O-Stone, which I would be fine with. Alright, let's kill this tower. So they now have to claim their O-Stone, which is nice. They have another turn. No, yeah, they have another turn, but they lose the O-Stone from play. So I'm not too worried about that. Because it's the O-Stone that answers our board. And we get to clear out their hand with TKSs. Oh, they're gonna keep the O-Stone this way? Oh, we get to flicker at this. And then they go to Nature's Claim it, and then we path it. So they're actually just dead if they go for Nature's Claim on this. Nice. Taste it. We beat Tron. My god. That matchup did not feel good for us. Stone Rain deck folds to Tron deck somehow. Oh, the Mighty 4-1. Jeez. Yeah, that was nice. Swede, agree. Oh yeah, obviously locking this in for the GP, clearly. Clearly the plan. Cemetery Reaper. This one seems busted in draft, I guess. Every deck does beat Tron now, you're not wrong. I am looking forward to the Weekend Riddler. It's going to be a lot of fun. Very excited to be playing Green Black. This deck is fun. I know it's not good, but I really enjoy it. Thank you very much again to Amy for donating for that league. I enjoyed it.